Hello everyone, welcome to Trade. Today we're going to be seeing the Nifty and Banknifty levels for tomorrow, that is July 6th, Wednesday. This is the daily chart of Banknifty that I've opened. We have got a nice big red candle today. We are once again rejected. There's a detailed video of the trade review of what happened today and how we traded, how we could have traded. Please watch that. The link will be there in the description or in this end of this video. See, we filled this gap and we started dipping, and we have got this nice red candle. Now let's just see the global markets before we see the levels for tomorrow. See, US market in the morning it was 200 points plus around 6:30 in the morning when I was checking how the markets are opening today, and suddenly throughout the day and during our market itself we started falling. We came around minus 100 or so, and right now the US market has opened and we are about minus 600. The European markets are heavily in red. So basically most of the global markets are in red, and as of now our SGX Nifty is indicating a 80-point gap down. So that will take Bank Nifty around 200 or 300 points gap down we might get. Now see, all these levels that we had in our Monday analysis worked beautifully yesterday. I didn't do a video because most of the levels that we had marked were the same. That if this level breaks 33,900, 970, the next target is 33,151, and this gap fill at 34,350. See, I was kind of monitoring this gap from quite some time, from when this gap down came, that is on 13 June. We have been marking this gap, and over here we almost filled the gap, so I'd reduced the size, and today we perfectly filled. Not one wick or a candle closed above it. In 15 minutes we got this one wick pushing the price to 360, and then the sell-off started. This is the 15-minute chart. So I'm going to get rid of this gap. This gap is no use anymore. Now if we get a gap down, if there's a good support at 33,670, even if we break this, then a retest of this trend line looks possible. That is this black trend line, the slanting trend line that I've drawn. See, previously 1, 2, 3, on this day we kind of thought this trend line might break, but the price took support and went up. So a retest of this trend line is possible around 33,300. We might, if the global market remains bearish even tomorrow, right, we might even get a gap down to this level, this trend line. So this trend line is something we'll have to watch. If it breaks, yeah, then we can further short, and the next target on the downside will be here 33,080 if this trend line breaks. And even if this price, I don't think will be so bearish tomorrow. I'll be telling you the reason why. But even if all these levels break, then the next support is 32,600 in Bank Nifty. And now let's just see the CPR levels. I'm going to put on the CPR. See, we have a pretty wide CPR. If anybody has captured this fall today and made some nice money, the best trade is to, let me see if I can put only the CPR in this chart. Yeah. See, it's the same CPR, but I've just put it on a 5-minute chart and without the purple lines what I've drawn, so the chart is clear. So we have a pretty wide CPR. It could also possibly, after getting a gap down, we could be sideways between a range, either S1, S2 or S1 previous day low, but we don't know what range is that. Will be only decided tomorrow. But yeah, if somebody has made good profits tomorrow, unless we get that, like the previous day low breaks and S1 breaks, right, we get that momentum on the downside, is best to avoid trading. We could be a little sideways because of this wide CPR. And the best trade according to me would be after getting a gap down. See, this is the 20 MA on 5-minute. This red line, this pink line that has come is the 20 MA. Say we get a gap down somewhere here, S1, S2, between this about, see, we closed here, right, around 33,800. Now say we get about 200 point gap down or 300 points, will put us somewhere over here. Wait for a pullback of the price action. By then this 20 MA would have come somewhere here. Wait for a retracement until this 20 MA, and then if you get a nice bearish candle, shorting is a better trade according to me. And if we get a gap down to this level, right, 33,500 or 33,600, and if this S1 doesn't break, there is a chance we might reverse until the CPR Even that is a possibility. It all depends on how big of a gap down we get. If we end up getting, see, if this bearish market continues, right, the US market and the global market, SGX Nifty starts showing about, say, US market just opened, another 5 hours of trading is there. By then, if we see a pretty big gap down, and say we gap down itself close to this 33,000 or close to S3, then yeah, definitely there won't be any trading intraday. It will be a very sideways day like most of the recent times we had. Let me just show you some example. Like this, we might end up having a day like this where it will just be sideways and not much momentum will be there. So that is with Bank Nifty. And in case we get a gap up, yeah, definitely the first level of resistance will be here. That is around 40,000. I don't think 40,000 will break on the upside. Now, just looking at the open interest, right? See, the change in OI in my the other video that I put trade review, I've even explained how the change in OI took place today. Right now, we see a lot of calls that have come in. The change in OI is showing that, and this is just the intraday change in OI, right? A lot of put sellers have exited, and some put writing has come in at 33,100. It's a very small quantity. It doesn't signify anything as of now. But the overall open interest, right? There is a very good resistance now at 34,000. See, all along the morning, 34,000 put had a good OI, but all of it just changed. And right now we have 34,000 where a lot of calls are there, and 33,900. And some support is there at 33,800, but a gap down can break it. A very good support where the market might halt for some time is 33,500. So if we get a flat opening, right, somewhere close to 39,000, 33,800 or 900, probably a short until 33,500 cannot be ruled out. In our CPR level, 33,500 will come over here, in between this S1 and S2. See, based on the CPR logic, if S1 breaks, the target is S2 and also the 50% of S1 and S2. That's exactly where 33,500 is. So we'll have to watch out for these levels. And now let's just look at Nifty. See, this level in Nifty we had even in our Monday analysis, that if we come up, this is the place where we can take some resistance, that is 16,000. We went a little above until 16,026 and then the dip came. But in Nifty there is still this gap fill at about 16,172 still pending. Bank Nifty has completed this gap, but Nifty is still pending. I don't think will be coming anytime soon here. So if we get a gap down and this level breaks, right, 15,735, then the next target would be 15,650 and 15,039. And even if all this level breaks, then 15,524 again. So this level is a pretty strong support. See, even previously around this area we have taken resistance. We have taken resistance here, we have taken support here, support again over here, support again over here. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times this level has given some reaction. And if we get a gap down here, right, we'll have to be careful. There's a good chance we might not break it and just be sideways or get a quick move on the upside. So a good shot is only if 15,733 breaks, then either of these levels on the downside will hold good. And no buying, like a bullish move will not come probably until this is again taken out on a strong 15-minute candle that is above 16,000. So these are the levels for Nifty and Bank Nifty tomorrow, and hope again tomorrow we'll get some nice move and hope everybody can make some money. Thank you.